Let's make sure everything is connected. Right? Oh, that's the problem. I was like, what's happening? Okay, don't mind my forehead coming into play. I hope everyone is having a good morning. Good morning, Sarah, Angela, Jacqueline, Christine, Meg, Laura. I hope you guys are all doing well. Okay. Whew. It's been a very long morning, mostly because it was a very long night because I don't know what was going on with Malia, but she was not into being nice last night. I am very tired, but I am doing okay. I'm gonna need about 3 of these things of coffee. So my dog saw a baby groundhog yesterday and just completely lost her mind. She was running around the house. She was whimpering like I've never heard her whimper before. And like she goes outside and stares at groundhogs all day long, but she has never seen one of the like new babies, and she just lost her mind. Hi Terry. Hi Mia. And then like I don't know, she was just going crazy for hours last night, and then she was going so crazy that she forgot to go to the bathroom when we let her out at night. So then she woke me up in the middle of the night because she had to go to the bathroom. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. Okay, so there was nothing to add here. I just realized that I don't really have a goals page, nor do I have a master task list this month, and I don't know kind of what I was thinking because I rely on my master task list so much. So there's that. I guess I just blanked when I was setting up this notebook. I'm gonna say yesterday was a good day, minus the whole not sleeping thing, because I feel like that's more of a today thing than it was a yesterday thing. But we worked on the puzzle last night. We had a really good dinner from Moe's because it was Moe's Monday, and I love Moe's. So I'm gonna say it's a good day. This is gonna end up looking really cool. I'm excited. I've just been adding it to my my weeklies. I've been adding like this kind of task list. Not there. This kind of task list to my weeklies. So far that's working, but it's like my brain doesn't have somewhere to draw from. And that's like what I liked about my master task list. I also didn't really think it was effective enough last month. It's something that I could do though. I think it's okay on the weeklies for now. But if my brain continues to feel like I'm going absolutely nuts, then I'll probably change it. Hi, Kendra. Laura, I don't know if I said hi to you. Hi. Yesterday, I'm just gonna put baby groundhogs are cute because then I'll know like what happened. We have a whole video of her just going nuts. Once they get into like their like teenage years, they're not as cute. But the babies are cute. They're still like orange fur and stuff. It's really cute. And for some reason, from afar, they look like little otters. Oh, Meg, I'm sorry to hear that. I feel the anxiety deep in my bones. I have to mark a bunch of this stuff off. Good, do this one also. Okay, so that's where I'm at with my orders. Peloton, I did not ride yesterday because I got onto a huge cleaning kick, and that doesn't happen that often. So it was either cleaning or ride my Peloton, and I was in the mood to clean, and that is rare. So I did not ride. I was gonna ride this morning, but the whole like night situation, I've had a little bit of a slower start this morning. I don't think I really have anything to add. Oh, to my brain dump. So like, I guess this is where I thought that I was going to put a brain dump, and then like it wouldn't matter if I had my master task list or not. Maybe that's kind of what I was thinking. I love otters also. Oh, happy birthday. Well, happy birthdays. Yeah, all of the protests here have been peaceful, and they've been going a lot. Okay. I didn't brush Malia yesterday. I did walk her. I was going to bathe her, and then everything happened. And I actually, the crystals were pretty bad when I changed everything yesterday, so I actually changed all the crystals. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark that. I think I changed it a little earlier than usual last month, because usually I wait till like the third week of the month to do it. But I think last month I did it a little early. I'm glad they're getting a little bit more peaceful where you are, Angela. Hi, Kimberly. Okay. I didn't eat healthy yesterday. No one's shocked. I don't know why I didn't mark this yesterday. I was up by 7. I did take my prescription. Thank you to Kristen, who I have not seen on this chat yet, but thank you for reminding me. And I did clean, and I've actually been cleaning this morning, so I'm going to mark it. Okay, no palopaton, as my husband says. I did brush, and shop orders went out this morning. Oops, wrong color. I did do some self-care situations yesterday. I did update Patreon stuff yesterday. I was in bed by 10:30, but I got woken up so much last night. But I was sleeping. I'll mark it. I don't, because Technically, I was in bed by 10:30. Oh, that's great, Christine. I've seen it all over the place where those have been getting taken down. Oh, and I'm doing a new thing this month where I'm writing in the numbers, like kind of as I go, as I complete the day. And I've liked that. I think I'm going to keep doing that. That's cool, horse stuff. You can just leave. Other people are having fun chatting. So, I mean, just leave. I'll boot you, whatever. Okay, whatever. I did forget to start music, so sorry in advance. I'll start it now. Yeah, it's a troll. I've been getting them like crazy, and I've been reporting them like crazy. I don't know what has changed in whatever YouTube algorithms are going on, but literally it has been really, really bad. I mean, I'm talking like tens of comments every single video, and it's been very annoying to manage. So, YouTube, I know you don't watch these, but you suck right now. Yeah. So, they must have done something to have such an increase. Because usually all of those comments get sifted out and get caught by some sort of spam thing, but they're not getting caught by spam anymore. Yeah, honestly, I think people are just like bored and like sending bots out to the world. That's probably it. Okay, so this morning, as boring as this video is, Kimberly, I love doodling. So that's why I don't use my own stickers. I mean, I have used stickers in the past, in several different types of setups. There was one that I did with my patrons on here where like I started adding like munchkins and some stickers and things like that. But I just really love doodling, and that's part of the appeal to me for bullet journaling is it's a nice creative outlet. So that's why I have not typically used them. Once I go back to work, and I'm traveling to and from work, I think I'll probably end up using them more because I think I'm going to be a little bit more stressed out. Right now they're talking late July. I don't think that that's going to happen, but I was told yesterday that if they decide by Friday, if the models suggest that we're ready to go into quote unquote phase 1 at the EPA, that if they told us Friday, then July 21st would be our first day in the office. But I think I will probably start including them quite a bit more once I go to and from. So that's my plan right now. I'm I'm not sure how that's really gonna affect me because like I said, I do love doodling, and that is a big part of the appeal of bullet journaling versus doing regular planning to me. So, how do I feel about the prospect of going back to work? I am literally terrified. um, Most of you know I work in New York City, so they've theoretically talked about that they're opening some of our satellite offices up, and maybe we don't have to go back to New York City if that's not a location that is close to us. Like, I know a lot of folks in Poughkeepsie would rather travel to the Albany office rather than travel down into New York City. Yeah, I have not been doing well with the news. So they've also talked about doing sort of counseling sessions. They did this after 9/11 because our building is extremely close um, to ground zero. Hi, Ashley. Um, so they did counseling sessions after 9/11, and I don't really think PTSD was so much a thing back then, but if you had effects such as what we currently know as PTSD, then like they worked with you in terms of getting you back into the office and stuff. So I'm not sure if that's going to happen currently. But if they open up the other offices, that would be great because, but then there's also a logistics problem because if most people aren't traveling into New York City, or even half of the people weren't traveling into New York City, you have a big problem that we don't have enough office space for that. Bye, Sarah. I hope you feel better. Yeah, I can't even fathom doing that. I I talked about it on my counselor session. Actually, I think that's on Wednesday, not on Thursday, now that I think about it. I have to check on that. Hold on. Well, while I'm still thinking about it. Um, so we talked about it while I was talking to my counselor the other day, my therapist, and um, it's gonna be a big problem for me. I mean, you all know what I just experienced at the grocery store, so I can't even imagine trying to go onto a subway right now, and that's what you have to do in New York City. You don't have an option to do anything else. I mean, maybe if you lived in Manhattan, you have the option to like take a bike or something, but you just don't have the option to not go on the subway, and that the thought of that really gives me a lot of anxiety. Ashley, I work for the federal government, so they've been talking about that. Cameron's also uh, in that world. Um, they have not been promoting it. It was literally just brought up by the supervisors during a meeting with headquarters and our regional administrator. So they brought up a lot of these types of solutions or theoretical solutions where you have counseling sessions that you phase in for people that have been affected since this happened. Oh no, they don't bring it up weekly. Not with us. Um, it was literally just brought up last week with the supervisors. It's been quite disappointing. I'm gonna mark my breakfast. I'm having a smoothie this morning for breakfast. Yeah, Cameron, your agency is much better, I have to say. That they've not been promoting things like that, and it's very frustrating given that New York City was/is an epicenter. So the fact that they haven't been thinking of solutions, they also will not provide any sort of mask, they will not provide any sort of tests, antibody, or just regular testing. So all combined with all these things, and the fact that you have a system that is completely run on mass transit and is not built for socially distancing, is absolutely it's abhorrent. I think the union's going to get involved. First of all, with face masks, I think their justification is, well, you have to wear a face mask coming into the office because you're on some sort of mass transit system. So I think that's their justification for it. Testing, that they're just not going to do that. Not for us. They have talked about doing testing for people that have to go out in the field because other locations, if we're doing some sort of inspection or we have to go out in the field for whatever reason, they've talked about doing testing in certain locations. We're EPA, Cameron, so we're DOI. It's and all of this stuff that they're throwing out there, it's very it's just not concrete information. They're saying they're not planning to do it at this time. EPA will not. The mask thing, they're definitely not going to provide, which I think is weird because I'm pretty sure that you have to for New York state law. So I'm not sure there. I think there's, I would have to look into the executive orders that have been signed for New York State, but I know that they're, and our region also includes Puerto Rico, and I know for certain that Puerto Rico, they're requiring face masks to be provided by companies. So I'm just not sure. It's just a lot of like, we're not sure at this time. We're gathering more information. But I don't even think you can talk about opening in 5 weeks to everyone and mandating that people come back if you don't have plans. Like I don't know how you can do that in a turnaround of 5 weeks. So different regions have started to come back. Region 4 in Atlanta, I believe. So they shut down the office for an entire week, and no one can go in or out. And then they start with phase 1 for 2 weeks, phase 2 for 2 weeks, and then phase 3. So phase 1 and 2, you're still allowed to work from home. Phase 3 is when they're theoretically mandating that we come in. It's just crazy. I mean, we keep getting praised that we're more productive than ever working from home, and yet they want to bring us back in. So I get it, but like we have so many different. Sorry, that might have gotten interrupted for a second. I had a phone call coming in. I don't know who that phone call was from. I'll have to double check. PPE they would supply if we go into the field, yeah. So, but there is a concern there regarding N95 masks. So you have to get fit tested. There's a concern over the government-owned vehicles are GOVs, because you take those out into the fields, and the cleaning schedule for those GOVs, because they are not cleaned ever. So there's a lot of concerns with that. And then you have, if you wear an N95 mask, you have to go into the air respirator program, which is a lot of initial meetings and fit tests and extra paperwork that I don't think they really want to do. So theoretically, they would supply PPE if we go into the field. We also have been told, if we're going to plan on doing inspections, that we have to call a facility 24 hours in advance to find out what their status is, like if they have people that have tested positive for COVID within a certain amount of time, to protect us. So then we would not go if that were the case. We're mostly switching to off-site monitoring, so not going in person to do inspections, but looking at a lot of their like paperwork associated with it. So I don't know. It's a lot of mess. It's a lot of mess. And we would not be allowed to enter our building if we didn't have masks either, Cameron, because that's New York State law. Sorry, I'm not planning at all at this point. I think I'm just complaining at this point. I've been having a lot of anxiety and concerns, for sure. I've already done that this morning because I cheated. Yeah, my husband had to get fit tested. They actually had a lot of issues at his hospital with fit testing, because the N95 mask didn't work for a lot of women with like smaller faces. So they had to change schedules around a lot for to put like people like my husband who did go through fit testing and were able to wear an N95 mask, to put them on the schedule instead of some other folks, which makes sense. I mean, if a person can't wear an N95 mask, they can't wear an N95 mask, you know? There's not much you can do there, and you're not going to put them in jeopardy sending them into COVID rooms and interacting with COVID patients. We actually we were gonna do this whole thing with the air respirator program a couple years ago, and like everything in the government, it just like it gets put on hold until they need it. So yeah, that's for sure, Lauren. That I I've not been fit tested, at least not recently. My poor husband, like him going through the N95 program, he was just so sad because he his baby face is back. He has such a baby face if he doesn't have a beard. Poor guy. um, is that it? Oh, boilerplate. All I'm saying is I hope they take into consideration other factors and other situations. Like, even if they wanted you to go in like one day a week, and like they staggered it a little bit so that, you know, people can still come in and interact, and they can say that they reopened America, blah, blah, blah. But like, they did it in a little bit safer manner. And like you reserve cubicles at like other locations. Like if I wanted to go to the Buffalo office or the Albany office or something like that, instead of going down into Manhattan. So I hope they consider some alternatives. I'm not incredibly optimistic, unfortunately. Our leadership, particularly the deputy regional administrator, came up through the career ladder. So I know he's going to fight for his employees. He knows all of them. He knows all of us. He's been a career there for 40 something years. Yeah, Cameron, they're really going to have to think about this, and they have implemented a similar program where, when they were trying to do standing desks, they had an opportunity for you to reserve a standing desk to see if you liked it before they spent money putting a standing desk in your office. So they've done this in the past. So I'm hoping that they implement these types of strategies. It would behoove them to do so. I finally got both of my Cricut makers out of their boxes and onto my shelf. So I have to set those up, all the Bluetooth and all that kind of stuff up. I'm really excited about it, though. That's going to really help out with doing all the stencils. I'm so pumped. They're so pretty too. Although now I have 2 machines that are lavender, one that is mint, and one that is blue. Yeah, I have 2 airs and 2 makers. So I have a mint air, air 2s. Explore air 2s. So I have a mint, a blue, and then the 2 purples are the makers. I can't wait for you to get it, Lauren. I'm so pumped. Okay, I have to fix my nail polish because I forgot to put the top coat on my right hand. I put it on my left hand, so my left hand is pretty good, but I totally blanked on putting the top coat on my right hand. So I have to redo my nails, and I have to do my toenails. So nail polish, and that is going to be some self-care today. Fingers crossed. I have to take out the trash and recycling, which is part of the reason why I did so much cleaning yesterday, even though I only added a couple items because I ran out of room. Because trash and recycling needs to go out tonight. Actually, you don't have to be super crafty. It is really easy. And actually, I have a video coming on this soon, but it is super easy to do like pillows and t-shirts and things like that. It's super, super easy. And they have a lot of files that like are free online, or like you can buy like the Etsy SVGs and upload them into the Cricut sphere. What top do I use for what? Oh, for nails. Where is it? I use the SC Gel Setter top coat. I think they have 2. But the gel setter I like a lot better. This is actually one of the first top coats that I've ever used that have been decent. Oh, that's fun. Okay. There's like, I don't know where my brain is that like I can't think today. I mean, I do know it got left in the middle of the night when my dog woke me up to go to the bathroom. That's where my brain is. Oh yeah, so I have to do the music freebie because I forgot to do that yesterday at the end of the day. I need to take sunflower photos. I need to post patron reward info. I need to complete the donation for the BLM organizations. And then post on Instagram. Yeah, that's this is a really good top coat. So I used to use the Sally Hansen one, and it's not great. It's not great, unfortunately. I'll have to look at that one. What other cleaning? I don't want to clean, but what other cleaning do I have to do? Oh, I didn't vacuum. I need a vacuum. I also want to change the sheets. I definitely have missed my cleaning tracker, but at the same time, I feel like I'm not beholden to it. So like if I see something that's not clean, that's the first thing that I'll clean instead of trying to do it like in an organized way. So I'll have to figure it out. And I have no clue what we're making for dinner today. So, and by we, I mean me. I have to figure that out. Sorry, I'm seeing if there's anything else on my work. Highlights. And getting the links to send. All right, that's what I got. Oh, I can't even imagine. All of my animals are absolutely terrified of the vacuum. But all of our rugs look so white because my dog is shedding. All of my animals are absolutely terrified. All right, I think I am going to go ahead and end this here. I will see you all tomorrow for another YouTube live. Hopefully, I mean, no information is going to change from yesterday to today regarding work, but hopefully, hopefully they keep considering not making people go in. Fingers crossed. Yeah, have a great day. I hope you guys have a good day at work or doing whatever you need to do around the house. I'm excited to post some stuff. Patrons, you'll be getting some posts later today. So thanks and bye, everyone. Let's see if I can not drop it.